Hi everyone, please take out a separate sheet of paper, and on that separate sheet of paper at the top, please write parallel and perpendicular lines. And you're going to need to split your paper into 1, 2, 3 equal spots. For example 1, example 2, and example 3. When you're ready, go ahead and unpause the video and we'll move on to our 3 examples. Okay, so in the first section you're going to copy this down. Example 1, write the equation of a line. Write the equation of a line that is parallel to 2x plus 3y equals 6. Write the equation of a line that is parallel to 2x plus 3y equals 6. Okay, this is a multi-step problem. The first thing I notice is that they're telling me that they want me to write the equation of a line. They don't say what form, so any form is fine. And they also say that the line has to be parallel, and parallel to 2x plus 3y equals 6. Now, I know that parallel lines have the same slope. So if I can find the slope of this line, I'll know the slope of this new line that I'm going to write. So I have 2x plus 3y equals 6. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the slope. This is the first thing I'm going to do is find the slope. So if I want to find the slope, I'm going to put this in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. And I get 3y equals negative 2x plus 6. Then I'm going to divide by 3 because they're multiplying by 3. And I get y equals negative 2 over 3x plus 2. So this is my slope-intercept form. And remember, I did this with the goal of finding the slope. So just looking at this equation, do you know what the slope is? I can see it. The slope is negative 2 over 3. Okay, so I found the slope. And the equation of this new line that's parallel is going to have this slope too. So I know that if I want to, number 2, if I want to write an equation, I'm going to write an equation of a line that is parallel. I'm going to write an equation of a line that is parallel with the slope m equals negative 2 over 3. So I'm going to write an equation of a line that's parallel with a slope of negative 2 over 3. So what's that going to look like? Well, I'll have y equals negative 2 over 3x plus, what number should I put there? Does it matter? How about 3? Is that line parallel? Yep, that would work. Let's see, what if you didn't say 3 right now? Because I'm not there, I don't know what you said. How about y equals negative 2/3 x minus 7? Is that line parallel to this line? Yep, same slope. This line has the same slope, this line has the same slope. How about this one? Y equals negative 2/3 x plus 15. Is that line parallel? Yep, it sure is. Has the same slope. Last one. How about y equals negative 2/3 x plus 2. Is that line parallel? No. This line is not parallel. And it's not parallel because, take a close look, y equals negative 2/3 x plus 2 is the same line that's here. So you've got a lot of leeway in this problem. As long as you have written the same slope, negative 2/3, you can pick any number you want to go for the y-intercept, as long as it's not the same as the one that we're examining. Now let's take a look at example 2. Go ahead and copy this down in your second section. Write the equation of a line that is perpendicular to 2x plus 3y equals 6. Write the equation of a line that is perpendicular to 2x plus 3y equals 6. Let's see. They want me to write an equation. They didn't say in what form, so I can choose. They said the line has to be perpendicular. And they want it to be perpendicular to this line here. Wait, I recognize this equation. Didn't we do some math with this equation before? Oh yeah. Remember in the last problem, they asked us to find a line that was parallel to the same line. And let's see, we said parallel lines have the same slope. Do perpendicular lines have the same slope? Let's move this out of the way a little bit. Let's see. Perpendicular lines have, let's see, opposite sign slopes. And they have reciprocal slopes. So perpendicular lines have the opposite sign slopes and reciprocal slopes. What's the slope of this line? Didn't we already find it? Let's see, for step 1 we found the slope. Step 1, find the slope. I already found the slope. It was m equals negative 2/3. See, right here. We did some calculations, we put it in slope-intercept form, and we saw it. It's the same line, so the slope's negative 2/3. So that math is done. We don't need that anymore. So my new line is going to be perpendicular. So something's going to change. This slope is going to look different. My new slope will be the opposite sign. So this one's negative, so my new slope will be positive. And it's got to be reciprocal. Okay, so that means I'm going to switch the order of the numerator and denominator. So I'll put the 3 on the top and the 2 on the bottom. So that's the slope of my new line. Okay, so now I'm going to write an equation using the slope 3/2 and any y-intercept. Okay, let's come up with some options. Y equals 3/2x plus 5. Yep, that's perpendicular. How about y equals 3/2x minus 16? Yep, that's perpendicular. Y equals 3/2x minus 1. Yep, that's perpendicular. How about y equals 3/2x plus 2? Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, Ms. Martinez, this has the same y-intercept, but does it have the same slope? Look at example 1. The slope is different. If the slope is different, we're still okay. So this is one of those, for example 2, when we're writing a perpendicular line, they can have the same y-intercept, and that's okay because they don't have the same slope. Now our last problem says this. Write the equation of a line that is parallel to 2x plus 3y equals 6 and goes through the point 6, 2. Write the equation of a line that is parallel to 2x plus 3y equals 6 and goes through the point 6, 2. Now this problem looks remarkably like example 1, but the difference is that when it asks you to write the equation that's parallel to this same line, now they're saying it has to go through a specific point. So let's think about what we found in example 1. So the first thing we know is that the slope of this equation is 2, negative 2 over 3. And that if that line is going to be parallel, it should be the same. So my slope of my new line will have the same slope of negative 2 over 3. Now what's new is they're saying now it's got to have this point. It's got to go through the point 6, 2. Now if they told me to just write an equation, well, I would choose my y value, my y-intercept value. But because they're telling me it has to go through this point, I need to be more specific. They gave me the slope and a point it should go in. I hope you're thinking what I'm thinking. Y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. Yep, it's time for point, slope, form. Why? Because I have a slope and a general point x sub 1 and y sub 1. That means that the equation of a line that's parallel would be y minus 2 equals negative 2/3 times x minus 6. And this right here is an equation that is parallel to 2x plus 3y equals 6 and goes through the point, the point 6, 2. And you can verify that. It's parallel because it has the same slope and it goes through the point 6, 2.